And welcome back, everyone, to Who Would Win. This is going to be a quick one. This comes from Joseph Beck, who asked the question, who will win in a fight? The Indominus Rex from Jurassic World versus the Dino Croc from Dino Croc and Dino Croc versus Super Gator. So the I-Rex, as it's known for short, the Indominus Rex, it was basically a blend of a hybrid dinosaur blending of many different DNAs. The core was a T-Rex, but it had splices of raptor in there. I can't remember every dinosaur that's in there, but it had splices of raptor. Also had cuttlefish DNA that allowed it to change color and camouflage. And it could change its body temperature thanks to frog DNA. There was also, I believe it said there might have been some snake DNA in there too. At its maximum length, it was not fully grown at the time of Jurassic World, but at its maximum size, it was going to be 50 feet long, larger than a T-Rex. It was extremely powerful. It could basically tank most firearms. Shotgun blast really barely dented its hide. It broke the skin, but that was about it. It could survive. It could survive like gunfire. It could survive going toe to toe with a T-Rex. Honestly, the Mosasaur did kill it, but even then, it didn't actually really pierce the skin very effectively. Most likely, what happened was it either broke its neck, and probably pierced a little bit with its teeth, or drowned in it. But it was capable of running extremely powerful, overpowering most dinosaurs in its wake. Had forearms perfect for grasping and picking up. A huge jaw. That might be where the snake aspect came in, because it had a jaw that opened much wider than a normal dinosaur. Well, a dinosaur that we saw in the movies like T-Rex or anything like that, or even a Spinosaurus. Even though the Spinosaurus's jaw was definitely a bit more tailored for that wide open thing or style, that might be where the snake DNA came in. It was just extremely intelligent too. It was a very intelligent creature. The Dino Croc was a blend of basically, I believe they called it Sarcosuchus, basically big, like the super croc. The extinct crocodile that's actually legit. And I can't remember the other dinosaur they said was combination fused with it. But it was basically just your standard fare kind of monster. It was pretty, it could take it some hits, some gunfire because it had a thick skin, it's thick hide, a lot of teeth. But there was a very key difference here between the two that when I was looking up Dino Croc, I'm like, okay, Dino Croc loses the fight. And that's the fact that in terms of its size, and it comes really just down to physical biology. In terms of its size, it is described as being, roughly speaking, the size of its size being closer to that of either a Baryonyx or maybe a Suchomimus. Now, if you want to know how big these types of dinosaurs are, I can quickly give you that. Now, remember, the Indominus Rex was clocked at, roughly speaking, being about 50 feet at full length. It was easily the same size as a T-Rex, though, in the movie. It was at least comparable to Rexy. So in terms of how big a Suchomimus is, which I believe was the bigger of the two, between Baryonyx and it, in terms of how big this thing was, this thing admittedly could get sizable. 36 feet. Yeah, that's not a small dinosaur by any stretch of the means. But it's over a almost third of length less than the full-grown Indominus. Now, if we were to go with, say, Baryonyx, I don't know if Baryonyx was a bigger dinosaur or not. We'll find out in just a second. Let's see. Baryonyx was, I believe, smaller, wasn't it? Yeah, it was a little smaller, 25 to 33 feet. So that is and they said between that sizes, if we were to max it out to 36 feet, it would still come up at 14 feet shorter and nowhere near as tall as the Indominus. The Indominus, we saw overpowered things easily close to its size, heavily armored, like with the Ankylosaur, all the sauropods butchered, and could overpower Rexy. So yeah, this to me is kind of if these two crossed paths real quick, Indominus would probably take this thing out pretty handily. Just snap its neck. There you go. So yeah, honestly, it also had longer arms, much more muscular arms, bigger claws. It could just grab this thing and just put it to the ground, honestly. Until then, though, Yeah, I got to go Indominus. I think this is kind of like a no-brainer fight. They're design. I get it. They're hybrid dinosaurs. I get it. But now, if you were just let's do it at devil's advocate here real quick, because maybe this thing wasn't fully grown. If we were to give them max potential here, fully grown Indominus, 50 feet length, God knows how heavy it was, and give this thing the same status of, or same length. If we make it the same size as the Indominus, could Dino Croc pull a win out there? My immediate answer is no. And the reason for that is, while crocodiles have one of the strongest bite forces in all of the fossil records, T-Rex has been stated to probably have a much greater bite force than even it. The problem is that it's about what they are ultimately designed for. A crocodile's jaw is not designed for combat. It's designed for hunting. The Indominus was bred actually as a weapon. And I think that is the clear-cut difference between the two of them. One is just a hybrid monstrosity for a movie. The other is a hybrid monstrosity for a movie, but with a purpose. And that, I think, is really the clear-cut difference. Between their two styles of, just between their bites, too. Yeah, you got the crocodile jaw, but you got this thing that opens even wider than a crocodile's jaw, like a snake. And a bite force that could literally just probably cleave this guy down. Adding camouflage, that if the Indominus hightailed it for a bit, camouflage, and waited it out, the Dino Croc could easily fall victim to that. And there's the issue of physical body mass as well. We do not have a actual size or weight for Dino Croc, although Suchomimus, if we're going by the full size Suchomimus here, like we said, it's theorized that these things weighed up to 5.7 short tons. If we scale that up a bit, this thing might anywhere from 2.8 to 5.7. Seeing as we're going from 31 to 36 feet, we can give a rough estimate of where we can kind of see these guys lining up. Maybe we could cap this thing out at maybe 10 tons. And I might be being generous at that, and I probably am. However, the Indominus Rex, we do have like official stats for, obviously. So the Indominus Rex, thanks to the movie and what they said, the Indominus Rex was 18 feet high. Yeah, and that already has a height advantage on it. At 43 feet in the movie, 50 feet when it was fully grown. Its weight, admittedly, is unknown. But if we're to scale it to the size of a T-Rex, which is probably the right way to go. It is probably the right way to go. T-Rex. Then we can get an idea of just how heavy Indominus was at the 43 feet, but if we're maxing it out for both these guys, I got it scaled up. It was up to 40 feet. In most estimates, put it anywhere from 6.6 to 8.8 short tons in weight. So, and that's at 40 feet. So, if we're to scale that up, then you're looking at a creature that's probably closer to like 15 tons. And that dwarfs Dino Croc. Sheer mass and power and size just completely wins the day for Indominus Rex. Add on a more intelligent creature, and you got a thing that's going to clearly win the fight. In my opinion. But that's just my opinion. What do you think? You think there's a way Dino Croc wins this fight, honestly? Or do you think Indominus Rex just takes it like I do? Let me know in the comments below if you think differently. And if you do, that's cool. We are all entitled to our opinions. Just my opinion is this. Until then, though, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. And I'll see you folks for the next one.